I'm from the hood, okay? So when a bully comes, like, if there are no rules, you literally have to figure it out. So Donald Trump has changed things, and people trying to do what's always been done is not going to work. So if you hit me in my face, I'm not going to punch you back in your face. I'm going to go across your neck.
A Texas Democrat running for Congress is facing major backlash for those comments threatening her political opponents. And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt had the perfect response, saying voters will notice. Here to discuss is Fox News digital opinion columnist David Marcus. David, thanks so much for joining the program this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So after assassination's attempt against the former president, now president again, assassination of Charlie Kirk, ICE facilities attempt assassination, there has been no concerted effort from Democrats to lower the temperature.
No, unfortunately, many Democrats, and especially those on the far left, have convinced themselves that we are living under such a totalitarian fascist emergency that they not only have license to say these things, they have a responsibility to do so. You know, it reminds me a lot of the racist attacks that we've seen mostly from white liberals against Winsome Earl Sears in Virginia. You remember the sign about the water fountain, the guy chanting, "Go back to Haiti." These people on it goes to the point that you just made, Lawrence, about how Democrats treat minorities and how they treat the people who they believe they're protecting. And they really think death threats, racism, all of this, as long as it's for their team, like I said, not only do they feel they have a right to do it, they think it's their responsibility, and it's dangerous as hell.
It's such a good point because we can't even get, okay, they condemned the comments of Jay Jones, but the idea you would allow him to be the chief law enforcement officer for a state in that race, I mean, that really shows you where they stand.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, maybe that was hyperbole, maybe it was jokes, but, you know, obviously, these racist attacks on Winsome Earl Sears, these people don't hate black people, or they're not members of the KKK, right? They think they're doing it ironically. Unfortunately, that's not the impact that it's having on the real world, and they're tearing the country apart.
Mm-hmm. I want to get your comments on this because Democrats and the media continue to lose their mind over the new White House ballroom. Leavitt was peppered with questions about this, as if there wasn't anything going on in the world. This is what she had to say.
In July, the White House said that it would cost $200 million. Yesterday, the president said $300 million. Is $300 million now the operative figure, and why did it go up by so much?
Is there like an official name? Like, are we calling it the Trump Ballroom?
In addition to the ballroom and the Rose Garden patio, is the president looking at any other renovations or significant kind of projects here at the White House?
So, I mean, is there anything else that we can be focused on right now?
I don't know. I mean, do they know what brand of drywall they're using? This is crazy. I mean, the entire reaction to this has been nuts. And there's two things that are interesting to me. First is presidents have changed the White House. It's usually been for a basketball court or a swimming pool, something for their personal use, right? Something akin to a Roman emperor adding a water feature to their personal dining room. This is not that. This is for everybody. This is going to be a great monument to America for, 100, 200 years. And ultimately, what I've concluded is that Democrats don't like the country very much, and so they see no reason for grand expressions of its glory and its power. They didn't like the military parade. They don't like the idea of the arch in the mall. They don't like the idea of the statue gardens of heroes. Listen, I'm 50 years old. I walk around the mall and I see what past generations of Americans have left. These wonderful monuments. Can we leave something, please? Or do we just hate the country so much that all we can do is put, 20-foot tall statues of angry black women in the middle of Times Square? I mean, come on.
Well, it also doesn't talk about the fact that it's been done before when it comes to the remodeling of the White House. 1902, Teddy Roosevelt did it when he built the West Wing with new offices and a cabinet room. 1948, Truman added the South portico balcony, now White House icon. And then Truman did it again, adds the bowling alley, guts the White House bowling alley. Got Ford in 1975 to install the swimming pool. Obama, as you noted, did the basketball court. So this has been done for years.
Yeah, absolutely. The freak out over this, is really, really strange. And I'd like to say that it's just Trump derangement syndrome. But again, I really don't think that it is. I think, polling has shown us that only 36% of Democrats are proud of America. And if you're not proud of America, why would you want to build grand monuments to its power and its glory? It's clear to me that they're just not interested in that, at least not when a Republican's in power.
David, we appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.